Hello. This is Friday, February 10th, 2023. This is a side show. I'm Theodore Parker. And today in this area, there is, it's around 41 degrees. It's overcast, which is a little down in temperature from the 60 degrees that we've been enjoying the past few days. Go up to 47, have sunshine tomorrow. And don't forget about the mask. If the COVID-19 positivity rate in your area is above 5% and you're going out to be around people, make use of the mask to help minimize the spread of COVID-19. If you're watching the sideshow on Facebook and Instagram, don't forget to like, comment, and share. And if you're watching the sideshow on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. The sideshow coffee cups. Buy them for me for $17 plus shipping and handling. Pay me through Cash App. Friday. Weekend with Valentine's Day coming on Tuesday. Some of the news items available today, starting with It Just Rang. In crisis, U.S.-China hotline goes unanswered. Within hours of an Air Force F-22 downing a giant Chinese balloon at across the United States, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin reached out to his Chinese counterpart via a special crisis line, aiming for a quick general-to-general talk that could explain things and ease tensions. Now, just if you're like me, if you notice I keep the world map behind me. So, China is this little orange part right there. And the United States is this little green part right there. So, you can see the distance. So when the United States shot the balloon down, I said, well, they probably already transmitted the information, so got no business being over here. So that's my layman's explanation, because the Chinese general responded that once the balloon was shot down, the atmosphere for dialogue and understanding was no longer there. Be that as it may, we can have our own opinion. Second one, in Moldovan, Prime Minister resigns, government collapses. Moldovan's government collapsed Friday, understanding the time zones and things of this nature in the international, speaking of it on a world platform, collapsed Friday as pro-Western Prime Minister Natalia Gavrilita resigned, adding to a series of crises that have gripped the small nation since Russia invaded its neighbor, Ukraine. Excuse me. Next, the memo. Trump and Biden find common enemy in DeSantis. Okay, since there's a similarity in names, you don't want to be confusing DeSantis with Santos, the man that's thinking about running for president and is presently undergoing a series of investigations, one of which is creating a GoFundMe for a veteran's dog. If you kept up at all, you'll understand there's two different individuals being spoken of here. So this one, it really kind of struck my interest because there's a lot of, if you'll allow me to use a $5 word, repartee going on in this article. So if I may, I'll just share it with you. Biden traveled to DeSantis' home state of Florida on Thursday just 2 days after his State of the Union address. There, the president criticized DeSantis for the governor's failure to expand Medicaid under the terms of the Affordable Care Act. Biden asserted that more than 1.1 million lower-income Floridians would be eligible for Medicaid if DeSantis took that step, adding, "This isn't calculus." En route to Florida on Air Force One, White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre poked fun at DeSantis for his bitter battle with the Walt Disney Company. The feud was first sparked by a DeSantis-backed bill restricting the teaching of sexuality in schools, but it has continued to intensify. "I certainly would not get into a fight with Mickey Mouse," Jean-Pierre told reporters. "I don't think that would be the thing that I would be doing." Trump, as is his habit, has been even more confrontational and personal. Earlier this week, Trump twice promoted social media posts implying that DeSantis had partied with underage students years ago during his brief time as a high school teacher. The original poster in one of these instances resurfaced an old picture and accused DeSantis of grooming high school girls with alcohol. To this, Trump appended the comment, "That's not Ron, is it? He would never do such a thing." Those actions drew a rare DeSantis jab at Trump. "I don't spend my time trying to smear other Republicans," the Florida governor said at Wednesday's news conference. The attacks from Biden and Trump are, on one level, a testament to the Florida governor's strength if and when he enters the 2024 presidential race. It is widely expected that he will do so, though such an announcement may not come until after the Florida legislature ends its session in May. The DeSantis team is reported to be hiring in advance of a White House bid. There's no real question that DeSantis is Trump's most serious rival for the GOP nomination at this point. The reality has been reflected in poll after poll. An Economist YouGov survey released Wednesday showed Trump with 42% support among Republicans and DeSantis with 32%. No other candidate reached double figures. Former Vice President Mike Pence was third in place with 8%, and former United Nations Ambassador Nikki Haley, who was all but certain to announce their campaign next week, came fourth with 5%. So there we have some of the stage being set for the 2024 elections. That's it. Hashtag